Did it boot up? Okay, cool. Yeah, so like I said, I'm doing this the lazy way of not actually editing, which I need to do, or I need to find an editor or something. Because I am not good at editing. I tried clipping things. It did not work very well. Here's these. These don't look gray in the picture, so these kind of look like they're little like ammo boxes, which is probably what they are. Now I need some weird freaking doodad with another weird freaky doodad. Nope, I need that. I need... See, they're not gold. The one piece is gold. Or gray, brown. I don't know colors, apparently. That, and then... I need you, but you're stuck on a circle. Thank you. But yeah, so... I either need to find an editor or get some editing software, or because I haven't seen it in YouTube the last time I looked, but they used to have an editor in it so that you could edit videos right in it. I don't know if maybe they got rid of it or if I just am blind. Both are entirely possible. More than likely, I'm blind. So yeah, I just need to figure out how to do it. There is an option to, like, upload streams in 15-minute segments, but every time I do it, it doesn't do it, so... I guess whatever. Let's just go, like, right here, right? Yeah. Man, this does not want to, like... There we go. So gray, 2 spaces. Yeah, so it does go in the same spot. And then I need 8 of those. I remember when they used to have... It was like the double wide... The funny thing is that there's like a lot of standard Lego pieces that like these don't use. Like they do use them, just not as much. Like you'll end up using like a double flat like this more than you will like the like single tall piece. One of these. This is what I'm talking about. More than you'll use these. The funny thing is I remember when they used to have this piece, but it had like the hole in the middle. And what I would do, that's not where that goes, and I'm never going to find it, where they would have this little guy, they'd have this thing with the hole in the middle, and then I'd always take, there was the single round piece, I definitely know this isn't going to have one. It was like the round, let me see if I can find, it was like these, the little round ones, but instead of square, it was round. It was the round one, but it was like the regular single high ones. So like this, but round and only a single one. It was one of those pieces. And I'd always take those and I'd stick them in that. And then I'd be like, cool, look, I have a camera back in the day before you had, you know, digital camera. Well, I guess digital cameras were still like that, but, you know, before you had phone cameras and before you had iPods and iPads and all that other nonsense. This is just weird. Why am I doing... Oh, you know what? Something probably mounts to the back of this. The other weird thing is, I mean, maybe it's because I don't do as many, like, actual Legos in especially, like, the really high-end Legos compared to, like, these. But they seem to love using certain pieces that, like, regular Lego sets don't use that much. Like, so these, where they have the little shelf on one side, and then they have it 90 degrees, so you can, like, mount something this way, like, if you wanted to have it, like, here, and then mount something on the side. And then they have a reverse of this, where, like, this part is flipped, so that the little nubs are on the bottom, so that it can, like, hook to, like, and then they have, like, this offset. They have all kinds of, like, weird pieces that are, like, the same as other pieces, which is fine. I mean, it's obviously for a reason. Ooh, you're telling me that I need a really long flat boy? Is he gonna be in here? Yeah, like, and like this. It's like the shelf piece, but it's got, like, 6 up here instead of, like, a single high. And then you got, like, these where it's the reverse of, like, instead of a flat being where it would attach, where it would basically be designed to attach like this is designed to attach on the bottom. So obviously, it's for a reason. That's not the piece. Yes, it is. Now I need another set of doubles. Double, double, double. Get this thing very closer, because it is too far away. I can't see what piece is. I really freaking need. Okay, good, that's a short one. I saw a long one, and I'm like, oh god, I'm going to grab the wrong piece again. Hopefully I can get this done all in one go. If not, I'll have to continue this, like, tomorrow, because I have stuff to do later. And at, like, I mean, I know I'm good, because I can physically see the clock on my computer. Yeah, at about 11:30, no, 10:30? Yeah, I think 10:30. I'll check my phone. It's fine. At like 10:30-ish, I gotta go. I gotta go do stuff. So, and then I probably won't be streaming doing this. Maybe I will later. I don't know. Probably not. I have to go visitors, basically. So, probably won't be able to do this later. So it'll probably be a few days before I get back to this. Because they're going to be here for a couple days. And it would be rude to be streaming this while they're here. Now, they do possibly want to build Legos, so maybe what I'll do is I will still stream, but then they will be visible, or hearable, not visible. They have been on stream with me before. Not, I mean, obviously this is the first IRL stream. You've heard them before. You've never seen them before, obviously, because you've only ever seen me before. But you have heard them before. But I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm not going to make it too obvious who it is, because they probably don't want to be mentioned. They're probably embarrassed, so I'm not going to say it. I'll ask them later. You won't see them, and chances are they won't be talking, so you probably won't hear them either. But yeah, they're going to be up here for about a week. Well, I think they're here till like Saturday. And yes, I know, it's like Tuesday. It's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 4 days? Is it 4 days? No, I think he said he was leaving Sunday. I don't freaking remember. I didn't. To be honest, I didn't pay that much attention. Their coming up is the part that I was paying attention to, which is more that I was concerned about. How many days I was much less concerned about. It's kind of like, cool, somebody that I like is showing up. I care about them showing up more than how long they're showing up. And it's like, well, wouldn't you want them to show up for longer? Well, yeah, obviously. Wow, I actually need that piece that I was just showing off. And now I don't know where I put it. What in God's name is... See, look at this. So this is like a 4, but it has a hole in the middle. Now, I had to use a couple of these on the ship. And not for like what you'd think. Not like, oh, hey, maybe you mounted it to... like one of these where they have the 90 degree and like you mount it to this and then like something sticks in there. No, it was literally just like either in the middle of the ship or it was like mounted on one of these but sideways in the middle of the ship so that it was just like there. Like it was just a structural piece. So I don't know why they did that. Good gravy. I am never going to... Is this the thing I need? No. Here's that piece. Oh, here's one of the printed pieces. Weird. So, it's got like a hatch printed on it. Which, that's weird because normally when they do a hatch, it's like an actual hatch that you can open. So it's kind of weird that they did that. Anyway, I need this. I need 2 grays and some sort of weird... Oh, I think I know where that is. I say, as I struggle to find it. So I need that. Okay, you need to be closer to me. Because I need to be able to find stuff. I'm going to assume it's these. Because they're flat. Yep. So I need these. I need to do that. That. Reminds me of when I was watching this one dude react to Dr. Phil. And the one girl comes on stage and she's just like, what? I can't remember her name for the life of me. I don't, like, watch Dr. Phil. I've watched that dude react to Dr. Phil. The ones that he reacts to, I would probably be more likely to watch because they're entertaining. Because just seeing him, like, self-own a bunch of bratty kids, especially that are, like, weird. And half the time it's like, oh, well, you know, you're not parenting, and that's the problem. And it's like, yeah. It's the same thing with Kitchen Nightmares, where it's like half the time it's like one of 3 problems. It's either the owners aren't acting as managers, they're either like completely disconnected from the restaurant, or they have a manager that they trust that's not doing his job or something to that general effect. Or it's like, well, not or. It's always, oh, the food sucks, and they just won't accept the fact that the food sucks. Which is also really funny. I don't think this is the piece I need. It is. Now, which bin did I get this out of? I know I need one of these. Multiple of these. I need a second one of these. And I need some 3s. So the problem is remembering where things are. How many 3s do I need? Oh, just 1. I was going to say, I only have 1 left. Oh, I need a 3 and a 2. Things being not symmetrical are throwing me off. It's one thing that I don't like when I'm trying to like build something in like a crafting game or something, where it's like, oh cool, I'm building this thing, and then it's, you know, like you don't have symmetry mode, and so now your thing is just not symmetrical. And then it's like, dang it, now I gotta make sure that everything's perfectly symmetrical. One of these. It still doesn't make sense to me how this works. And then I need a single and a double. A single and Where are my 2s? There's my 2. So this goes directly up against this. There's no way that's where how big the treads are. I'd be willing to bet that the upper sections are up higher. Okay, I got these, I got these, I got these. Now I need, what the heck are those? That's a weird piece. So it's like a single high. Here's another weird piece. It's like a square, but it's got a hole in it. I've used those on other things. It's just they're not like how you think. What was I looking for? Some kind of weird doodad, right? Yeah, it's like a square. It's like this. Actually, it's not like this. It's like a half height of this, not the flat. So it's not like this short. I can't see anything either. It's not like this short. It's like half the height of this. It's like half that, but not that. It's not flat. But it's got like a little nub on the side, so it's like that. It's really weird. That piece that I was mentioning earlier to like make a camera was like basically one of these, but round. Now I gotta remember where I got this from, because otherwise I'm never gonna find it. There it is. Where's this weird, bizarre piece? Oh, here it is. Yep, that's weird. I need 2 of them, and I just saw the other one. Boop. Here's annoying me. Okay, I see how these go on. It doesn't make it less weird. Dang it. Okay, now I need 3x3s. It's a 3x4. I know you gotta be in here somewhere, because there's nowhere else the pieces that big are sitting. They are 3x3s, right? Yeah. It's 3x3s, which begs the question, why didn't you just use a 6x6? That's one of the things that it's like, I don't know why they make some decisions that they make when they make some of these things. Even with like actual Legos, I don't get it. It'll be like, hey, let's use a 3x3 instead of like a 3x6, and it's like, but it's the same friggin' piece. Like, is there a reason? Is there like structural reason? Is there how it holds together? I don't know. I'm not a Lego engineer. Also, if you think like most of these Legos that are like these are probably like, oh, it can't be that hard. Once you get all those flat pieces done, you're probably using like the regular pieces like this, where it's like a full block high. No, you're not using as much. May the force be with you. Great. Not Lego set. What is it? Okay, so this is an IS-3. It's the best thing that I can do for you, because I have the book out, is this. It's a model of an IS-3. Soviet heavy tank. It's part of where my name comes from, because I have one in World of Tanks. Yeah, so this is actually a COBI brand set. They make basically what Lego won't. They make military vehicles, and they do have some civilian stuff. In my first stream, I kind of like mentioned that. But yeah, it's so I also mentioned the other one. Some of the pieces are I'm pretty sure Lego does this, but they have the stuff printed right on the piece. Instead of just having to put on stickers, which my OCD, I don't know if I actually have it, but I do it wrong. Is that all you're saying? I'm going to sort it with you. Your deportation is imminent. No, it's just I happen to like the IS-3. I always ran Russian heavies in World of Tanks is the main reason. I got to get the Abrams. They do have an Abrams, but a lot of, well, most of the collection that I have is all historical stuff. I just like World War II historical stuff. I'm off track now. But yeah, no, that's not it. No, I need a longer one. Surely it's not in here. No, because my name is already, like, I might have changed it from Think Tank IS-3. I think it's, like, Think Tank Games now. Because most people don't know what an IS-3 is. So... I don't see this piece that I need. That's a problem. Am I blind? Yes. But no, I'm not Tommy. Trust me, I know a little bit about World War II history and other history, and communism does not usually end well. Well, I shouldn't say usually. It never ends well. It pretty much always ends up in war crimes or human rights violations, starving people, mistreatment, rich people being people who contribute to the government and a bunch of other things. Shoot. But no. I've got a World War II German battleship, too, that I was showing. I think they have a Sherman. I don't have the Sherman. But yeah, I mean... I don't know. I mean, first of all, you can't deport somebody for being communist. Second of all, otherwise Bernie Sanders wouldn't be here anymore, let's be honest. Number two, I'm an American citizen, so born and raised. So that's not really a thing that can be done. Get on there, thank you. But yeah. I don't remember what I was saying before, that whole little tirade. I mean, I know you're joking, but still. It's kind of dumb to assume that just because somebody is building a Lego of a Russian vehicle, that you would assume that they're communist. I mean, before you knew what it was, you didn't know it was a Russian vehicle. I could have lied and said it was something else completely, and you wouldn't have known, because until it's done, you can't tell what it is anyway. I need one of these. It goes right there. 2 and a 1. See, once I kind of get into a rhythm, I can build this pretty quick. Where is the double? Where were the doubles? That's not one, is it? No, that's a single top. No, that's an offset top. Bro, where is this piece? I don't have it out, do I? Did I already do it? No. Oh, they're in that bin. If I wasn't talking, this would probably be going faster because I'd actually be focused and getting it done and not getting distracted by random things being incorrect and such. I did 6. It's probably going to be in here. I need 2. Well, that's weird. So you want this one to be 1 off and this one to be 2 off. No. Yes. Wait. I'm not going to question it because you know what? I'm not the one that designed it. If it doesn't work by the time it's done, then I'll question it. I need another double. It should be in here somewhere. That's where I got the other one. Oh, wait, were you saying am I commie because it's a Polish company that makes this? Because Poland is not communist. They do, however, make good Lego sets. Good not Lego sets, because it's not a Lego. They fit with Legos. They're Legos with a different brand on them. That's what they are. I'm curious if my viewer count is actually updating properly, because I know I've had that issue in the past where if somebody joins once, it'll just say I have one viewer for the entire time, even if there isn't anybody there. I knew because I would bring it up on like my iPad or something else to, or my phone. Not iPhone, because iPhones are dumb. But I would bring it up on something else to check my viewers, or to just use it as a, what do they call it? To like watch the stream, to just make sure that everything is going okay. And then there was one viewer, and it does count. It's still weird that that's there. So it does count, even though it's from my account, it does count me watching my own stream from a separate device as a viewer. In fact, I can prove that. I will get one more viewer in about 10 to 15 seconds. App update available. I don't care. Stream manager. Maybe it won't update on here, or maybe it takes a second. One viewer. Okay, so maybe it was just broken and there wasn't actually anybody viewing it. Who knows? Plane delayed to leave at 9:31. It's like a 3-hour delay. Also, why didn't you text me like 2 hours ago? Oh, see, now there's 2 viewers. See? It's my iPad stream, and I don't know, maybe somebody else actually watching. So apparently I don't have to leave at 11 or 10:30 because the person I have to go get is their plane got delayed, which I don't know why, if their plane got delayed to leave at 9:30, why they wouldn't have messaged me like 3 hours ago, since they wouldn't have been on the plane yet. Because, I mean, let's be honest, like, it's 9:14 now. If your plane got delayed till 9:30 and it was supposed to leave at 6 in the morning, then you would definitely know, like, 3 hours ago. So 8 of those, 2 of those, 1 of that. Cool. And now I need 4. I need these long boys too. I need 1, 2, 3. And then I need 3 of the doubles. Dude, my hair is driving up a wall. Here they are. 2, 3. What is the other doodad that I need? I need this guy and this guy. And what? Maybe this guy? Yep, he's green. And now that I'm not like far on that, see, this is the exact kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, why put like 8 of these on when you could have just had like a 90-degree? I don't know. Maybe it's spacing or something. I don't know. See, if I actually had the thing that I was planning to listen to this whole time playing, then I wouldn't be talking right now. I would just be listening. And you wouldn't know what was going on other than a nice, quiet Lego build. Although, actually, if I got some, like some lo-fi, non-copyrighted stuff and just stuck it in the background. Maybe I'll see if I can actually edit that in when I do the YouTube port. Just throw a bunch of, like, lo-fi calming music in. So there's something playing. Ah, see? I questioned the methods and then was answered by the creators of Legos. Of, hey, why is this like this? There's a reason. So what? That's flat. So I need this. And presumably this. I'm guessing that this is intended to be like a chair. Hope it goes the other way. Well, considering that wouldn't make much sense, I'm not going to do that. I'm not seeing the other piece I need. Oh, you know what? Maybe I put like a piece somewhere that I shouldn't. Nope. That's just not the right piece. That's the right piece. Well, hopefully I put a piece in the wrong place and I didn't end up using something where I wasn't supposed to. Everything is matching up for now, so I'm going to assume everything is fine. Maybe I will tune out a little bit and throw something on to just listen to. Yeah, this goes there. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing something because it looks like I am. But there might just be that it's supposed to have a gap, which is weird if it has a gap. Especially since that wouldn't... I'm a little confused here. Because if I'm looking at this right, then... Oh! I see what I did. I'm sitting here like, that doesn't work. I put this on the wrong section. That's what I did wrong. These are supposed to be on this side, which is what I thought I was putting them on. Ooh, it's in my sleeve. There we go. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. There we go. Okay, did that. All right, so 37, so I'm going to end this in, you know, probably about 23 minutes. Hey, Kami, is that all you're saying? I just can't get over this comment. It's just so funny and dumb. Oh, what kind of vehicle are you building? Tell them that it's a Russian vehicle from World War II. Oh, you must be Kami. Is that all you're saying? I'm saying I'm building a Lego tank from World War II that was one of our allies at the time, who was in fact communist. I mean, I guess technically they're still communist. I think they're still considered communist. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh, maybe that isn't a... I don't know. Where's this goofy piece? So I need one like this. Come on, you tool. And then one like this. And then I need... what, 2 like pass-through pieces? These. Oh, I need 4 of them because I need 2 on each thing. Then I believe I saw that I'd be making the shells in a minute. Now I need 1 long slopey boy. And 1 short slope. That's not it. Problem is, there's probably like 8 different kinds of this piece. So I gotta actually be careful that I don't grab the wrong one. I might actually have to look at the picture of this thing, because I'm starting to wonder about this. I also don't know how you even engineer these things. Like, it's wild. So that goes like there, right? Oh, is that supposed to be on that center thing? Oh, my bad. That makes a little bit more sense. It's fine. I didn't have to go back that far. A very long boy. Not that long. That long. And then a 6 on top. Look, I have 2 viewers because I have my stream manager running. 2 4s. The shine of this paper is making it really hard to see certain bits of it. Oh, so is this? No. Is? No. So I need 4 of these, because I need to do that twice, and it takes 2 of those each. And then I need 2 of... It's getting easier to find pieces since I don't have... Dude, where in the blue blazes are the pieces? I need the little... this. I need this. And I need... It's hard to tell. Are those just, like, flat black pieces, or are they... They're indeed flat black pieces. Oh, I hate it when you have, like, the tiny, tiny pieces that make it really hard to get, like, your fingers around them. Well, that's where being a kid might be good. Yeah, but then a kid might not actually have the finger strength to do it. But your fingers do start having, like, marks of Legos in them after a little while. You're popping small pieces together. I also don't like the little singles because then they can rotate, and then you gotta sit there for however long trying to get them to rotate properly. Alright, there we go. And then I want to make I need those, and I need... See, these I don't mind, because these aren't going to be that bad. This is also what I like, is that, like, you know, you do something like this, where it's, okay, maybe you won't see it, but you're making the shells. It's really hard to tell, because this is terrible. But, like, you're actually putting the shells into the thing. You actually can just pull the turret off. On the Tiger tank that I have, it's a lot different. The way that the turret attaches is by, like, a piece like one of these, where it's just got the nub, and it just goes into like a thing in the middle. You can open... Oh, that's not what I was supposed to attach. You can open... Come on. Can't get these apart. You can open like all the hatches on it, but like you can't actually see into the like main body where everything is. Whereas this one, I think it's designed for you too. I can't get these apart, and I don't have like pliers near me. Wait a minute, where's that wrench? I had a wrench near me. Where is it? It was on the floor. Where did it go? Oh, well, how's a wrench gonna work? It's not an open-ended wrench. It's a... Oh, man, where the heck did it go? You know what? When in doubt, pull out the knife. I just gotta separate them enough that I can pop them apart, which is that much. Oh my god, this thing keeps adjusting itself and it's annoying. Stop. Yeah, I had a wrench that I could have used for that and it would have been very convenient. I don't know. I was saying words. I don't remember what words. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, so like the other tank is set up like a little bit different. Ah, yes. Maybe this one's like a newer one, and that's why it's got a little bit more detail to it. Maybe it's just the vehicle itself was easier to do. I don't know. I didn't build it. All right, so I need to do that. What? Crowd, quit licking yourself. I am wearing headphones and I can hear you, my dude. So I need 2 10s. How the heck? Oh, I guess because that one's double and that one's single. Okay. And then I need 1 single high piece. Go there. See right there, that's actually the wrong slope piece. I was supposed to use a shorter slope piece, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because that means that it will be... Yeah, so it's supposed to use this slope piece instead of this slope piece. You probably can't tell, but like that one's taller. Which would have had it so that this would be, you know, perfectly along the line with it, like this one is. But they don't want that for some reason. They want this piece because I don't know. They want that piece to be taller, I guess. I don't know why Snapchat decides that it needs to tell me, like, oh, hey, check out this memory from, like, last year around this time. It's like, why? Especially since last year around this time was terrible. For me, personally, for personal reasons. Having to do with friends. But yeah, it's like, why? Why would I want to know? Even, like, when it'll be like, hey, check out from, like, 5 years ago. Alright, so I gotta make 2 more of these shells. Which requires 2 more of you. And 2 more of you. So you do push these all the way in. And then we're putting... Get out from under my keyboard. I'm, like, not paying attention when I'm building this to how close it is. So, like, I don't actually know what you guys are seeing. So I'm not paying that much attention. I'm just building. Which is good. I need 6 of the little circular doodads. Which is going to be a pain. How do I know it's going to be a pain? Because they're tiny. And they want them to fit right over a circle. Which means it's going to be a pain. Right? It goes on all of them. All of the upper ones, rather. Come on. Oh my god. This is why I hate these freaking things. There we go. That's much better to do it that way. So we're at 51 minutes. So I guess what I will do is end this once again. I know that that's kind of annoying and a pain and, like, kind of worse. It's not good for viewership because then people have to rejoin and stuff. There's not a whole lot of people in here, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, I would rather make it easier for me to keep these to a shorter... Having these wiggle like this is not good on a vehicle that is going to have tracks. That's not great. But it's easier for when I do the uploads. It's going to be a pain because then I have to do it like 4 separate times, but it'll be easier for having them be... I would wanted me to have it like this. Well, either way, I mean, I still did the same spot that it wanted me to do, so it doesn't really matter. And then I need 2 doubles. See, I'm barely paying attention to what I actually need down here, and I'm just looking at this. I still love that this dude is like, I'm going to sort it with Elon Musk. First of all, Elon Musk is part of Doge. Okay? And Doge is an advisory agency. They are advising the president on choices to make, and then he is making the choices. If they say, you know, get rid of these people because XYZ, and he decides to say, no, I'm not going to do that, he can make that decision. They aren't the ones actually, like, doing things. They're just advising. It'd be like if you hired me to say, be an advisory agent for your, I don't know, let's say your towing company. And when you're on a job, my job would be to, like, look at the situation and tell you how to, like, tow the car or how to, like, attach it or something. And then I told you how to do it, and then you were just like, nah, I'm not going to do what you're saying. That's exactly what it is. You have freedom of choice. You don't have to do it. So it doesn't matter if they say that they want to do something. He doesn't have to do it, first of all. Second of all, this is a 1-to-1 scale. Oh, is it like 1-to-1? Isn't this? I'm gonna guess it's this, and then I need a 6. So yeah, they're an advisory agency, and the president can decide not to do it. But also, Doge isn't in charge of... I'm not going to get political, but Doge isn't in charge of the Department of Homeland Security or ICE. Focus, I can see you unfocused. Also, this camera looks terrible, I know, but when it's a tiny little thing and I'm using it for just games, it looks amazing. Maybe it's because I'm looking at this on like a 28-inch computer monitor. No, I'm sure it looks crappy on a phone too. But so I need 1, 4, and 1, 3. But either way, they don't have anything to do with ICE. They have to do with advising the president, and you'd have to be an illegal for them to go after you. Like I said, it's not illegal to be communist in this country. Maybe it should be, since the idea is you should be it's like how everybody's complaining that, oh, well, you know, they are removing all these people from the country. And it's like, yeah, because number one, when they were doing the way that they give you visas is they ask you a bunch of questions. And then if, like, you say something that, like, oh, hey, I support a terrorist organization, then they're going to say, no, you're not getting a visa. Well, they weren't asking those questions. And you might say, well, and I had a coworker that said this, which is part of why I'm bringing it up. Well, even if you sympathize with terrorists, you still get all of the same rights as an American. First of all, you get all the same rights as an American citizen to an extent. It's just like how, like, if a U.S. citizen said they were going to kill the president, well, then they're going to be on a list. Same kind of general idea. Oh, cool. Now I don't have to read that. Same kind of general idea, but also they shouldn't have been let in the country to begin with because they weren't asked the right questions. It'd be like if you were supposed to be asked the question, let's say, are you a criminal, right? Any kind of criminal. Are you a criminal? And it's like, oh, no, I'm not a criminal. Well, let's say that they didn't ask you that question. They never said, are you a criminal? You are one, but they never asked. And then they find out later that you are indeed a criminal and that no one ever asked you. Well, no one ever asked a question that would have denied you from coming into the country to begin with. So regardless of if that information... Basically, if you are a criminal and you shouldn't have been let in if you were a criminal to begin with, just because they didn't ask you doesn't mean that the information doesn't still apply to you actually getting in or not, and then being redeported because they didn't ask. Like I said, if you are a criminal and they don't ask if you're a criminal and they don't do the check, but then later they do a check and they do find you're a criminal and they're like, well, you should have been let in the country due to you being a criminal, then yeah, you're going to get deported. I'm not saying like, oh, they might have committed one. Let's say that this person is known in, let's say they're from Italy and they are known to have committed a murder. Let's say it was just a spouse. And they come in, they don't ask if the person has done it before, and then they're like, oh, hey, cool, you're let in the country. And then they go and do a background check, and they're like, oh, it turns out that you committed murder in Italy. And they're like, yeah, I did. Well, then we wouldn't have let you in the country if we had known that. Well, you didn't ask me. Well, we were supposed to. So, it's one of those types of things. And we want to let in people that have our values so that you mesh with the rest of the people more. Not saying that you can't be different religions or different cultures, but you want them to mesh with the rest of the values. All right, I'm going to end this one.